Hi everyone, welcome to the Crimsafe Endurance Countdown. I'm Briony Ingerson and with me Jack Perkins. Jack, let's take a look at the 4-car entry for Ford Performance Racing. We'll start with the 2 Pepsi Max Crew entries. Car 6, Will Davison pairing with 2-time Dunlop Series champion Steve Owen, one to watch.
Absolutely. I mean, the FPR team have been probably the fastest team at Bathurst over many, many years, but unfortunately they haven't got that trophy, the Brock Trophy in the cabinet just yet for various reasons, and they'll be looking really to make amends for that this year. I really like the 2 pairings in the 5 and the 6 car. Steve Owen is definitely, probably the number 1 or number 2 co-driver. They've chucked him in the Matt White Dunlop Series car to get maximum miles, and Will's obviously quite quick as well, so that's a really good combination, and as is the Winterbottom Stephen Richards combination. Richo's done a test day in that car while Winterbottom was lying on the beach somewhere, and he's probably got the most amount of miles in the cars out of any of the co-drivers this year. So look, I really do like these 2 cars, and hopefully the team and everyone does their job on race day, and I'm sure the speed will be there. Just make sure the reliability's there, and yeah, definitely top 2 or 3 chances for sure. Yeah,
car 5 is interesting. They'd have to be one of the most consistent pairings. Been together, I think, 6 of the last 7 years, and it's interesting because out of the 5 of the last 6 years, they've actually qualified in the top 2 rows of the Bathurst 1000, so they can qualify well, but they just can't quite get there in the race, can they?
Yeah, well, and that's the thing we touched on. The FPR have probably had the fastest cars there over the years, and there's just been varying reasons why they haven't been able to convert that to a result. And we've seen over the years at Bathurst tyres and all these other dramas that throw up there, and hopefully the team can come out on top of it. I'm pretty confident. As I said, Richo's one of the top co-drivers out there as well, and Mark Winterbottom doesn't need to prove himself. He's obviously one of the top drivers in the category, so really looking forward to seeing how this pairing goes.
Well, we shouldn't discount the other 2 cars either, because of course David Reynolds paired with Dean Canto came centimetres close to winning the race last year, finishing in the runner-up spot, and Alex Davison in car 18 pairing with John McIntyre, who's a seasoned co-driver as well.
Exactly. I mean, Reynolds and Canto did such a great job last year. They were the underdogs, I guess, and they were the quiet achievers as well. They just plugged away at it all day, and by the end of the race it was like, well, these guys are second within a really good chance. So I like the continuity there. It's good pairing, and of course in the 18 car, Alex Davison drives really well, and Johnny Mack, I think he's one of the most underrated co-drivers out there. And look, again, these 2 cars will be probably playing second fiddle to the Pepsi cars, but I think they'll be there, especially at Bathurst, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, Stefan Bartholomeus caught up with David Reynolds and Will Davison and talked about their chances in the PIRTEK Enduro Cup.
Now, David Reynolds, of course, was one of the real stars at Bathurst last year, finishing second to Jamie Whincup. Do you look back on that as a great second place or a missed opportunity for a win?
Oh, kind of both, really. If I had my time again, I wish I had more of a go, but at the time itself, I was giving it all I had, and second was still an awesome job.
You've been in the shootout for the last 2 years at Bathurst. Is that part of the weekend you enjoy, just getting out there, track yourself, new set of tyres?
Shootout, yeah, it's a bit of more of a higher pressure moment because everyone's watching, and if you make a mistake, it's a bit more publicised, I suppose. But yeah, it is enjoyable to have everyone watching and the track yourself, and hopefully a new set of tyres. Yeah, but last year I didn't do the best job of it, so I think I ended up 9th or something.
You obviously get on very well with Dean. Is it good to have him now for the 3 races rather than have to slot someone in then for Gold Coast?
Yeah, no, it's awesome to have Dino back again. He's an interesting character, very good driver. Yeah, we get along fine, and we're pretty good mates off the track, and it makes it fun going racing. So I actually look forward to the 3 enduro races more than any other round.
Now, Will, going back to the endurance races again, you must feel like Bathurst sort of owes you one after the last couple of years. It's been a pretty tough ride.
Bathurst doesn't owe anyone anything, but yeah, the last few years have been extremely disappointing. We've certainly had great speed, led the first stint of the last 2 years, and we've left there with nothing, but it's that sort of crazy event, so I've certainly learned to respect it for what it is the last few years, and clearly the Enduros have got to be successful if you want to win this year's championship. So many points on the line, very, very crucial time of the year, so if it goes by numbers and deserving anything, yeah, maybe it's my turn to have a good run at the Enduros this year.
Some of the dramas recently have happened when you haven't been in the car. I understand you pushed pretty hard to get Steve Owen this year. He's going to be a key asset.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was a key guy on the market, and I'm I pinpointed that very early on in the piece, and I wanted to make sure I had all my ducks lined up and crossed all the T's, dotted all the I's, and preparation is everything for the Enduros, so it doesn't guarantee us anything, but I think we've got the best possible combination we could have got. So yeah, I'm really happy about that, and yeah, I'm really happy with the way things are going. I'm really excited about the Enduros. Like, I always love endurance racing. I've had great results in the years, but this year I think we're in with a good shot, and if we can nail some good races, it's going to put us in good stead for the championship.
Obviously, you're trying to win these races. You're trying to win the big championship as well. But the PIRTEK Enduro Cup, does that carry any weight for you as well? Yeah, I mean, it's good that they've pinpointed an Enduro Cup, but for sure, the focus for me is to go for glory at the Enduros. Get a Bathurst crown is the ultimate prize in our sport. If you do that, I think it's also going to put me in great contention for the championship. So I can't split which one I want the most. I want them both. That's what I'm going for.
Yes, FPR certainly keen to get their first Bathurst 1000 victory. Okay, stay tuned to speedcafe.com for more Crimsafe Endurance Countdown.
Buying security screens? Most Crimsafe lookalikes can pop out in just a few seconds, but the real Crimsafe doesn't, thanks to its patented screw clamp. Cheap lookalikes can pop out because they're only held in with a piece of plastic. But Crimsafe screw clamp locks the mesh and spreads the impact. Crimsafe resists attack and corrosion and now has the ultimate warranty, 15 years. Ask for a demonstration today, because if it's not Crimsafe, it's not Crimsafe.